What you're seeing right now on the screen is the first few attempts I did on Arbiter of Ash with very budget build. And I have no problems of admitting the fact that if my build didn't turn out to be literally god mode, you'd be watching something similar to Elon Musk fighting the Arbiter. Although probably if I paid someone to play it for me, gear it for me, it would look a little bit different. But this is exactly why I don't play hardcore, I don't care about any ladders, and I'm just enjoying the game I'm playing very first time. And it's quite funny that Queen made the first video that started all of this farming of Elon Musk, even though I saw Queen on his stream constantly saying that Elon should come and play PoE too. So it was quite funny for me to watch his review of Elon's PoE when the entire stream was full of literally red flags all over the place. He was way too ignorant to even try to play the class before streaming it, or even check out if there is not a tab called Elon's Maps, because this is like just beyond blatantly obvious that it's not him playing the account, it's someone that knows his stuff and puts the easiest possible maps in there. But the fact he's just smashing the boss without realizing he's out of mana. The part of no loot filter, the part of dragging items to his back instead of just clicking them. Just close that inventory, Elon, and pick up the damn chaos orbs. And it's required to have your life, shield, mana and everything turned on whenever you're building your character. I just can't see how to play or build your character without this setting on. I never really touch hardcore, but one thing I know for sure, if it's hardcore, I'm never even considering not having this option on. It was quite funny that he doubled down on the fact it wasn't anyone else playing the character like fully, while his stream showed us every answer we needed if it was him or not, because it was too blatantly obvious he ain't got a clue what's up, what's where, and what's going on, how to play his character properly. He was just smashing with a godly gear every single mob. And it's obvious that his guy that pilots his account is doing just tremendous job and got items beyond, like they are hard to come by on normal league. What about hardcore? It's insane how good that gear was, even though like his guy had to boil over inside when he was watching Elon just completely trash talking the fuck out of literally god mode items. But after all that doubled down on the fact that it was fully him playing, but after he doubled down on everything that it was him playing, we get this piece of beauty content in form of these DMs that someone had with Elon asking him about everything PoE 2 related and all of that boosting, piloting stuff. As per usual, first thing I see is Elon flexing with some ladder and using a very smart way of saying that he's not always the one playing his account with the fact that he states, but when I post a video of a game or I'm streaming, that's 100% me. Besides saying that he's on multiple streams with Rob and Ace, okay, that's true, he was playing with them. And as I know, Rob is probably like one of the best players with always getting the best gear, just juicing out all the hours into Diablo 4. So I'd say he was just getting boosted by Rob instead of just playing with him, but that's just my opinion. But just replying to the fact that he did RMT by saying that it's impossible to beat the players in Asia if you don't, because they do. Buddy, that ain't a good reason to do RMT. Because there are people out there that murder other people and do all kinds of other bullshit, but it's not like I do and do the same, saying that, you know, you can't live like this because there are other people that do vile shit. So, you know, you can't just say that you do RMT because other people do RMT. But the fact he just admits to it like it's nothing, well, that speaks volumes. That's just some next level, I'm rich type of a behavior. The fact that he still thinks that this editor thing with Asmongold is some type of gacha is just baffling to me. But that is probably the biggest crime he did in my opinion. Saying this stuff is just blatantly obvious that all he cares about is to be perceived as a crazy ass game player that he's always on the top of the ladder, but it's just not true. First of all, I can do that to any boss even in PoE 2, including Diablo 4, especially when we talk about when Elon did his run, and that's not skill. That is just showing how good my build is, but it is far from skill, because if I didn't one-shot the boss and I had to play the boss, I'd be one with the floor. That's all I can tell you right now. So, the thing about Elon and his attempt at subtuming clear of the hardest level in Diablo 4, which is the 150 pit, well, brother was using a fucking Spiritborn in the first season of Spiritborn. And everyone who ever touched Diablo 4 that season, even for a second, knows how it really looked like. And if I have to be honest with you, I knew how broken it is, and the fact it took him more than 1 minute to clear it all, because of how mobile also Spiritborn is, it makes him still very slow. Because I showed that to my friend, he was like, what the fuck is happening? I just cleared everything in 3-man party, one-tapping everything, and then I simply gave him the backed potion that gave you 1.5k, I think, percent HP, instead of intended 15%, or however much it wasn't for sure 1500. Well, then all of a sudden my undergeared friend on Spiritborn was doing the exact same in party of 3 to the bosses. And all that mattered is to drink that potion and you became a walking god, because it's Blizzard and everything is just backed through the roof. So really, Elon, out of all things, you will never fool players, because there is so many of us and we all really know how really stuff looks like. Quinn just saw few seconds of your video and he already knew that something's up. All he saw is bunch of red flags on your stream. That's all he saw. But I think that's my favorite part of the whole conversation. Because after all we saw from Elon, I don't think he was joking. He just made it look like he's joking. But I honestly think that's all he wants. To be praised and called as the best gamer to ever live, even though he's not even decent. He just simply doesn't have time, and we all would understand this, instead of him putting up with all of this show and lying and all of this entangled web of lies that he's pulling out with the Quake. And the funny part about that Quake stuff is
specifically mentioning Elon Musk by name.
Well, actually, I mean, it was funny. Like Elon Musk, he's known as a huge gamer. We used to play in the same Quake server almost every day. I'd see him on. He'd be playing as Zip2 was his username, and a really good buddy of mine. He was okay.
Hold on, Dennis. Hold on. Was Elon Musk any good?
He was okay. I mean,
you could be honest.
He wasn't very good.
yeah, so even that long ago in time, and there are still people to expose him. It's actually insane. But aside from the fact that he just, for no complete reason, made a complete fool of himself, first he doubles down on the fact that he was playing the account only, then he blatantly admits to RMT because no one's gonna play for free for him. I don't know how much of a cocksucker that guy would have to be. I still think that would never have a place that someone would play it for free. Constantly just linking ladders for Diablo, but there are no ladders in game, so no one really cares about the ladders on the sides, even if it's a great site like Maxroll, because only people that submit their runs with approve for the runs, only those runs will be there. Unlike the system in the game that would consider all of the possible runs done by the game, automatically recording them. So very little people will care about them. Elon will definitely do. But that Quake thing, someone saying that he played with Elon, but he wasn't really that good, even though he was saying himself that he was like second best, like popularizing Quake and stuff like this. It's all very funny because no one really ever expected him to be any god gamer. Everyone just expected him to play games and relate to him. But since he wanted to fake it all, he ruined it all. And the fact that Quinn was constantly saying Elon can't play PoE 2, and then the very first thing he does is expose him, yeah, says a lot as well. And if he just openly admitted to how it looks, to how it really looks like, with the fact that someone plays for him, everyone would really understand, because he's a busy guy, couple of companies, going with the presidential stuff and all of that. But no, it was easier and better for him to lie for completely no reason. But all in all, it's a great exposure for the PoE 2 as a game, because now everyone will know about it, because Elon's quite popular all over the world, so PoE will get quite the hype all over the world now. And just the funny part is that I keep seeing new videos about it, and I watch all of them because it's beyond funny. No matter how much it's farmed, I still do click those videos and watch them, because it's just insanely funny how much of a clown he made of himself. Even I had to jump on that bandwagon on farming him, because it's just kinda annoying to me, because I really liked him and I really like the fact that he's playing the games, and I was quite hyped when I saw that he actually tries PoE 2, but it all went to the shitter instantly. And I honestly, even if it's against the OS and it's not like really moral to do RMT in game and stuff like this, I wouldn't really mind because I know how busy it can get for him. Like so many companies, SpaceX, going to the Mars and stuff. I would really not care as slightest as long as he just didn't lie. I really hate when someone lies. This is a big issue for me. And even if he was a god gamer and he really wanted everyone to know, everyone would know by watching him if he was a god gamer, so... But that would be enough yapping from me, so hope you enjoyed that quick yapping time from me, and see you on my next video, which gonna be the update to my Crit Weaver build.